Hello everybody, Mark aka the Nerdy Punk back again today for a new video. Good morning everybody. We are at the movie theater bright and early this morning. It's 9:30 currently, actually 8:30 my time. It's 9:30 Eastern. And I'm at the movie theater for an early morning showing of Babygirl. So this is part one of the Baby Ratu double feature. Decided to get going early this morning so I could see Babygirl. And then later on this afternoon, I will be seeing Nosferatu. So stay tuned for that movie review. That will be going up around the same time as this one. So if you're interested in my thoughts in both films, very excited about this. I know this hasn't taken off as well as Barbenheimer has. Wouldn't expect it to, but this is kind of the Barbenheimer of 2024. So excited to see both of these movies kind of released on the same day. And I've been very impressed overall with the Christmas Day lineup so far. And we've got, of course, Babygirl, we've got Nosferatu, we've got A Complete Unknown, all released on Christmas Day this year. Very happy to see 3 adult, drama, original, for the most part, movies coming out. Horror movies, of course, coming out on Christmas Day. I've been very impressed with the Christmas Day lineup. It is, as expected, pretty dead in the parking lot here. I'm probably gonna bet here that I'm gonna be the only person in the theater for Babygirl. I can't imagine this movie really draws a whole lot at 9:40 in the morning, but we'll see. Maybe, fingers crossed, there might be at least another person in the theater there with me. So excited to head in there, see Babygirl. I will give you my thoughts on the film when I get back here in a couple seconds for you guys, a couple hours for me.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, fresh out of the theater from seeing Babygirl, and I really enjoyed the film. First of all, though, I was, as expected, the only person in the theater for this one at 8:30 in the morning on a Saturday. That was, as expected, and it's probably a good thing, actually, because it would have been kind of awkward giving the subject matter of this film if it was just like me and one other person in there. So I'm pretty glad that I watched this one by myself. Watching it at 8:30 in the morning was an interesting choice. Can't say there's probably going to be a long line of people to watch this thing in the morning, but it worked out for me, and it was an interesting vibe for sure. The film is directed by Helena Rain, who put out Bodies, Bodies, Bodies last year. And I really enjoyed that one. That was very much a horror comedy, kind of polar opposite vibes of this one. Babygirl does have its funny moments, but it's definitely not a comedy. Definitely in that thriller, erotic thriller vibe. And first things first, the performances I thought were very good in this. Of course, Nicole Kidman is very good. Was disappointed not to see a Nicole Kidman AMC ad before this one. It was very odd that almost every other movie that I see at AMC has a Nicole Kidman ad, but not this one. That was unfortunate. It would have been perfect. But I really enjoyed her performance. I think she was fantastic. Antonio Banderas was surprisingly really good. I've always had good experiences with Antonio Banderas' performances. I haven't really seen a whole lot of his movies, but, I knew he was capable of being a fantastic actor. But he has some scenes here that really kind of steal the show, especially in that third act. Harris Dickinson, I thought, was very good. And just the way they explored the subject matter, I thought was good. The score in this really stands out. There's some great soundtrack picks. So some really good needle drops, some good uses of music. But then the original score for this is perfect for the film. It's very like dance club-esque, but it's also guttural, animalistic. I just really enjoyed the score on this thing. The end result of this, I wasn't entirely blown away with it. Like, there are things about this film that I really enjoyed. Of course, the exploration of sex and power and the relationship between the two, I thought was explored very well, although I wish they would have gone a little bit deeper, pun perhaps intended, with that. Because I did feel just a little bit lacking in terms of the overall substance of this movie. But I thought for the most part they played with these ideas very well and explored it very well. I would have just liked a little bit more from it. There are some scenes, especially at that ending. The ending is very good. I really enjoyed the ending, and I think the ending was the most kind of bold artistic statement that Helena Rain made in the entire movie, and I wish she hadn't have saved that for the end. I wish she would have added a little bit more into it. I think if this was a bit more dreamlike, perhaps, a bit more, you know, I don't even know what the word is to describe what I'm looking for here. But I feel like if it would have made few more bold choices, I would have liked it even more. But with that being said, overall, the vibes on this film are fantastic. I really enjoyed myself at Babygirl, and I will give this one a 3.5 out of 5. So, definitely not my favorite of the year, but a pretty solid film, and one that I think should be seen in the theaters. So if you can handle the awkwardness, for sure. Although it's not like the horniest movie I've ever seen. Definitely there are some movies even this year that top it, and especially in terms of the explicitness. Like, I thought the sex scenes were very artfully and tastefully done. So that's my thoughts on Babygirl. I'm gonna head over and get some lunch. I think I'm gonna run by Panda Express here. Got about an hour in between movies, and then I will be right back for a new video for you guys for my review of Nosferatu and complete the Baby Ratu double feature. So stay tuned if you want my thoughts on Nosferatu. If you just cared about Babygirl, there you go. Have an amazing day, guys, and I will see you later. Bye.